My name is Stephen Cardinal.
My name is Alex Stanley.
My name is Chris Johnson.
I originally moved to Fairfield in 2005.
I've lived in Fairfield for 41 years, and I'm the owner of the Blue Rose Ballroom.
I came here as a transfer student to finish my degree at the university. Ended up with this project, and we've been working on this since end of 2019, beginning of 2020.
I grew up in San Francisco in the 60s, and the Grateful Dead was literally the neighborhood band 2 blocks away from where my dad's floor covering store was. And then in the incoherence of the music scene, I got to work on some benefits with Bill Graham, who was the only one who really was together and made the whole scene work. So I've always had an affinity for the music industry.
I've never had to work for a living, so for 40 years I've pretty much sat at home reading and learning and just, collecting knowledge. And I've always liked music. I saw the Grateful Dead 8 times.
My big inspiration to move this project forward is to be able to help Fairfield become a festival town.
That is now just really what I want to focus on in my old age. Making the most over-the-top music venue experience. And because we are in the middle of nowhere, it also has to function as for the community.
I think it was in 2017 that we had RAGBRAI move through town. RAGBRAI is this big bicycle festival kind of thing that goes from one side of Iowa to the other side. And if you happen to be in the path, they'll stop in your town. And so we happened to be in that path in 2017. And our downtown, just right over here, had like 10 to 13,000 people just descend on it on one night. And it was amazing. All the restaurants had lines out the doors. That's when something clicked inside of me. I said, we have to be able to create this for ourselves. We have to be able to attract thousands of people to Fairfield and not wait for a RAGBRAI festival or something to come and hopefully hit our town. We need to be able to generate this kind of activity for us. So my project is called the Blue Rose, and we have 2 different parts of it. There's the Blue Rose Ballroom, and there's the Blue Rose Bistro. And this is intended to be a community center for Fairfield.
We think we can attract people by making this an absolute over-the-top honeypot experience. This is a temple to excellence in all things. The music, the acoustics, the beverages, everything about this building is excellent in the best possible way.
So I'm collaborating on this project with Alex Stanley. We became friends back in 2016, and he was in a period in his life where he was trying to figure out, what is he passionate about, and I was trying to help him figure that out. And we kind of figured out, hey, Alex really likes audio equipment. He likes really good sounding, sound.
It will be the best sounding venue in the world. I mean, just no one acoustically treats venues. They'll build a brand new, gorgeous venue and it's all poured concrete. And they think that the electronics will compensate for the complete lack of acoustic treatment. And it doesn't work. So this is a shout out to all those terrible sounding venues. You need to do better.
Our ceiling is all sound absorbing, but then we also have these bass traps underneath here that were custom created for us. Like there's no echo in the space, like I can clap and it's like almost 0 echo. I had a bunch of ideas that I wanted to try to gift back to the community. And we found a roof that could kind of house all of these different ideas underneath it.
My expertise comes from bringing in the experts. Railroad Earth's sound guy brought in Tom George from 8th Day Sound, the top PA designer in the world, who's been here several times. His company, his team, will be installing our sound system.
There's already a significant buzz in the music industry with many of the top-level musicians that are very much looking forward to playing here, to working here in whatever fashion they can, and we feel that that's going to create some magic that will be epic.
We would like it to be enough of a honeypot to draw larger acts in from out of town, from elsewhere.
This building is going to be full of artistic, little intricacies and little details. I'm an artist. I went through art school. One of my favorite artists was Joseph Beuys, and he always saw life is art. One of the things that I'm kind of obsessed about is textures. I wanted to be able to walk through the space and be able to touch everything, and this banister, when you feel it, it's like piano smooth. And so I've never kind of held myself to be my art has to be on a canvas or a piece of paper. Sometimes my art deals with food. And right now, my art is dealing with architecture and design. And there's just different things in this place, you have all these different textures. That was a big part of my passion with this, is to be able to get people in here and to be able to connect with this stuff and be able to touch it. In this project, there's been a lot of different things that, we had to tackle. Like these windows, for instance, we had to design some window framing. And I was like, okay, give me some paper. So I started drawing it out, what I wanted to see, and I was working with the architects, and we would take two of my drawings and kind of combine them. And all of a sudden, wow, now we have something new. And so it's just been really fascinating to work on this project and to allow my creativity to just flow.
We feel, based on the quality of the technology, the finishes, everything that's gone into this project, that it's already creating a big footprint within the higher end of the music industry. The best musicians are aware of this, and we feel that if we can manage to run it right, that it's going to draw incredible talent and magic energy into this.
There's other towns in America that are Austin and Portland, keep Austin weird, keep Portland weird. Fairfield's on the verge of being weird, and we're wanting to have a place where people can come and just be their authentic self. Starbucks originally kind of came up with the concept of the third space for people, where it's not home, it's not work, it's another place you can just go and hang out and be yourself. And that's another big part of this project. This project is a big gift back to the community. And we're just excited to be able to open the doors and share it with everyone. There's tons of room in this building, and we want people to come here and just hang out, be themselves, and hopefully the community will come here, see what is the potential for this space when they're just hanging out, and then have an idea of hey, maybe I can make something happen in here. We've created a lot of room to dream for people in here, and then we want those dreams to come alive. That's our big hope, is that, filling the space with the community and then letting the community fill the space with their own creativity. And we want to dazzle and surprise each other with what we're coming up with and what we can share with the community at large.
In the same way that the iconic San Francisco music scene was a bunch of people who didn't know what they were doing, we're sort of the same thing here, but because of the good intention, the great hearts, it's blossoming into something amazing that with Alex and Stephen and everyone involved here is making this an amazing project. It'll be great not only for Fairfield, but for the entire music industry and the whole culture of America.